Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad. This is a Firefighter's Financial Toolbox. A lot of people are interested in dividend investing, and truth be told, the best way to do dividend investing is to buy individual stocks. But to do that, you have to do a lot of research and a lot of homework. You have to learn a lot about companies and their earnings and PE ratios and lots of stuff that's really hard to figure out. For the normal Joe who just wants to get into dividend investing, the easiest way is to either use a dividend ETF or some kind of dividend mutual fund. So today we're going to talk about a dividend ETF. This is the iShares Core High Dividend Yield ETF. That's ticker symbol HDV. It currently is trading at about $98 per share. First of all, this is a company that's brought to you by BlackRock. BlackRock is the biggest investing house on planet Earth, and all of their ETFs trade under the iShares trademark name. That's the brand name. So this fund's been around since the end of 2011, so it's got about a 10-year track record, you guys. It's got a really nice expense ratio of 0.08%, so 8 basis points. You're paying $8 for every $10,000 you have invested per year. So that's a really low-cost fund. It has about $7 billion in assets under management, and each day it trades about $34.5 million. So this is a larger fund, you guys, which is good. Now this would be competitive with your VYMs, your SCHDs from Schwab, SDYs, other dividend ETFs like that. We can see currently that it has a distribution yield of about 3.56%. So quarterly, you're going to get about 3.5% dividend yield, which if you're a dividend investor, you know you're looking for somewhere in the 3 to 4% range. So you're right in the middle there. That's good. This fund has a total of 75 holdings, so it is smaller than some of the other dividend ETFs out there as far as how many companies it holds. This ETF tracks the Morningstar Dividend Yield Focus Index. So it's got some requirements that the companies have to meet for them to be inclusive. They have to have a moat, which means they have to be an established company with a brand following. Think Coca-Cola, think ExxonMobil. Companies that have been around a long time, that when people hear their names, they generally know them. Or they're someone who are leaders in their industry. All right, so looking at the breakdown of where these are, you guys, obviously this is a United States fund, so 100% of it is in the US. But let's get into the top 10 sectors. The biggest sector here is energy at about 18.25%, followed by healthcare at just under 16.5%, and consumer non-cyclicals makes up about 15.75%. Financials is in fourth at 13.89%, and rounding out the top 5 is technology at about 10.5%. If we look at the top 10 holdings, the top 10 companies that this holds, again, you see number 1, ExxonMobil. Who doesn't know Exxon, right? JP Morgan Chase, your biggest bank out there. Johnson & Johnson, let's face it, Johnson & Johnson is in pretty much everybody's medicine cabinet, right? Verizon Communications, so you know you've got your largest cell phone company, right? Chevron, another huge oil company. Procter & Gamble. I think everybody's home has Procter & Gamble products, right? You have your things in your kitchen, your cleaning products, you've got all that. Merrick, Coca-Cola, again, everybody knows the name Coca-Cola, right? Cisco Systems and Altria round out the top 10. Now these top 10 holdings make up about 55.25% of the total fund. So these are big companies that make up a big portion of this. These are also all value-oriented companies that have been around for a long time and are dedicated to making that dividend happen every quarter. So these are companies that are dedicated to paying their dividends. And this fund is an easy way to buy one fund and get all of those 75 companies, including the 10 we just talked about, for a low cost, you guys. It's a lot easier than going out and buying even these top 10 stocks. If you had to buy one share of each of these 10 stocks, you could be in easily over $2,000 to $3,000 just in buying one share of each of these companies. By buying the fund, you get these shares. So you're getting a lot of big companies for a low cost, and you're buying small portions of these shares. But you're benefiting in that you're getting the average of the dividend of all of these companies in one fund. Of course, iShares is a very well-known brand as far as ETFs go. They've been around for a long time, and they have a good track record. So you guys, I think this is a good ETF to consider if you're thinking about getting into dividend investing and you're not really sure where to start, or you just plain and simple don't want to investigate all the companies and do all the homework that is involved in picking individual stocks. I think that's really more all-purpose way to do it, using ETFs or index mutual funds as well, if that's what you choose. But I think HDV is a great option for a lot of investors out there. What about you guys? What do you think? Do any of you use HDV for your dividends? If you do, let me know in the comments. If you don't, let me know which ones you do use. And if you guys have ideas about other dividend ETFs that you want to hear about, put them in the comments. If I see it and it's something that I haven't done a video on, I will do it. I'll do the legwork, you guys, and put out the video for you. All right, I hope you got something out of this. If you did, do me a favor, drop me that like. It really helps the algorithm. If you're not already subscribed, you guys know the deal. I'm going to ask you once again, hit that red button, ring the bell. You get notified every time I make a video. All right, we'll see you. Thank you.